But what was that like
So
directing Michael
he was
Madsen?
incredible. Like truthfully, we had him for about a day and a half. It was an eight it was like a 9-day shoot, and we had him for about a day and a half. And the day that we had him was at night, so I was nervous. Like, of course, I mean, I'm about to direct Michael Madsen, and yeah. So I grew up watching basically everything he was in, and so that experience freaked me out. I thought I was going to be who am like again. I was going through that. What's my self worth? And my imposter syndrome out the wazoo. I know I'm prepared for the day, but my God, he's about to come in here and I'm gonna have to give him notes. Maybe? Like, what am I supposed to say? He came in, he was so kind to everybody. He was telling stories in between takes constantly. And we had a long day. So we had about 30 pages to get through with him in a day. So basically what we did is we shot all of his coverage and then we went back the next day to get the coverage of everybody else. And we shot everything he was attached to over those 30 pages, and he had some long speeches. He was a pro, man. He came in, he was so good, he was ready, he was like communicating with everybody, he was the nicest guy, he was so gracious, and we worked him to death for 12 hours. I mean, we followed all the SAG rules. We had lunch but you know what I mean? Like, for the time we had him and the time we paid him for, he was there. And it was one of the best experiences. He was so cool and just so nice, and he crushed it. He crushed it for us, big time.
So you're saying he did all of that in 12 hours
All the stuff
that he's in
yeah.
that
Well, we
movie?
had a half day with him.
Well, right.
The stuff you saw at the beginning of the movie, where he's like doing his counselor meeting stuff, that was kind of like the half day. But otherwise, yeah, and the phone call stuff was part of the half day. But otherwise, the stuff later in the movie was all one day, and he went to town for us, man. I can't thank him enough. He was so great.
Man,
People need to hire him more. He was amazing.
Two movies that just instantly stick out for me for him. He's been in so many good ones, but Reservoir Dogs
Yep.
and Hateful Eight.
Yeah, he was great in both of those.
In both of those.
He was great in Kill Bill.
Yeah, oh, well, of course, yeah, duh, Kill Bill, but
Yeah.
like any of the Tarantino movies he's been in, but yeah, he just has a
I have a guilty
presence,
pleasure
man.
one, Free Willy. I grew up watching Free Willy.
I don't think I've seen that one.
He played the one with the whale.
Oh, the whale! He was in Free Willy.
He played the foster dad.
Oh, I forgot.
I grew up watching that movie. I was like, oh yeah, Madsen.
Wasn't there like a Free Willy 2 too?
There was a
Wasn't
Free Willy 3, and I think there's a Free Willy 4.
Oh,
I think they freed that whale 4 times. I think that whale just probably deserves to be captured.
Oh, it must have been good at the
because
box
it's just
office.
too dumb. He just keeps getting captured. They need to free him all the time, apparently. You just always got to be freeing Willy. Yeah, but yeah, he's of course, he's incredible in Reservoir Dogs. I mean, that whole scene, we know the scene.
I do. We don't even have to speak of it. Like we both know the scene.
He's so good.
About. Yeah,
He's just so good.
yeah.
He's just so terrifying and approachable at the same time. He does such a good job of being that, right? That sort of scary yet likable. That's his thing, man. He does that to a T all the time. He's so good at it.
When was it they say in acting, like there's some actors that, like a Daniel Day-Lewis can transform, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
there's some actors that play themselves.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm not misinterpreting this, but he seems like one of those actors that he is him on the screen.
Yeah, I feel like he does a good job of like, he knows what he's good at and he does it great.
Right.
But he's so versatile. Like, he's got like the stuff that he did that was softer in our movie really like came through so nicely. Like he really connects so well with who he's working with. And I know the actors felt it, and he was there giving them performances on the other side of the camera for the stuff that we were connected to. He was there for them, and he gave them all kinds of stuff to work off of when he was on the other side of the camera. And it was just so incredible to watch. He's so versatile, and I don't think he gets enough work for that other side of him, and he should, because there's that side of him is who he really is. Like, he really is that sort of welcoming, open, conversational type guy who loves to tell stories and loves to talk to people and super like connected with people. And he doesn't get to show that side of him because that's the actual real side of him. He's such a wonderful person. And he but he does such a good job of being the tough guy that's what he gets cast at. And it's part of like that sort of being cast into a box in a way. So I hope he gets, as he gets into his older years too, gets that ability to be able to show that side of his range because he's really good at it.